to the school, fat bitch in a locker. Couldn't fit her booty in, so I cut her booty off. Sometimes I feel like I'm already in hell. Throwing up, choking up, downright smell. Fuck the fucking.
Hey, what up everybody, it's Juggalo shit, and I'm back for my very first video in a while. Long story short, I moved, lots of shit to get back on my feet, that's why I've been out, and I didn't make it to the gathering this year, unfortunately. Hopefully I'll make it next year, I don't know. We're gonna start off with these. Now what are these? These are card sleeves. You store your Yu-Gi-Oh cards, your Pokemon cards, whatever kind of cards you want in these, and it keeps them safe from fucked up edges and shit. Now this is Ultra Pro. They make these card sleeves and they make these boxes too. And this is pretty much the go-to for your average card collector. They're great, they're rugged, and they're pretty much the go-to for a lot of gaming related shit. These are purple because I'm cheap. Don't mind any background slapping noise you hear my AC's on, and my cat's busy fucking around somewhere out of frame. So this is some unknown brand. All I know is that these are Psychopathics, custom into the Echoside cards. So first we're gonna compare these two. We're gonna start with size. They're pretty close. This one's a bit smaller than this, and I can probably attribute this to the fact that these are all different sizes. These aren't very uniform. Some of them are really tight on the cards and some of them are pretty loose. These are pretty much uniform, so all I say is they can improve their manufacturing on this, but since it's a small batch for these versus fucking billions for these, I'm gonna let that go. Now the one thing that I do like a lot more about these is this back. You probably can't see it, but this is like a matte, like it's like a matte feeling to it. It's kind of like, this is glossy, slidey and shit. Now the reason I like these matte feelings is because you can stack them easier and they won't slip and slide all over the fucking place. Honestly, I don't know if these slip and slide all over the fucking place because I haven't tested them yet, but we will be testing later in the in this review. So now you're probably wondering what these are. Actually, you probably shouldn't be wondering what these are because we just broke it down. This is one of my copies of Into the Echoside. Clearly these are just the cards. This is the first thing I did when I got home from the gathering last year. I went out and I bought these card boxes to keep this shit safe, and I bought these little fuckers right here. Got the purple because they're cheap. Black's like $5 more and I'm a cheap bastard. So anyways, I bought 3 copies of Into the Echoside at the gathering. One to be opened and played, but needs to be protected. Another to keep sealed forever as a collector, because that's what I do. And another to get autographed by everybody around all the artists, all the people involved in making the game, whatever. So I mean, here's a little neat setup for your Into the Echoside cards if you want. So in one of these I have just the normal cards. In another one of them, this is the one with just normal cards. As you can see, no dividers. I keep dividers if there's different classes of cards. In this one right here, you've got your normal shit, your starters, and I believe over here is just some more of the normal cards that just wouldn't fit into there. Alright, so that's why these are red. This one's orange because this has got a little bit of a wide array of what's in here. A little bit. There you got your Juggalo cards, and then you got your what is it, flavor deck. And by the way, I didn't show you this, but this is what the back of the flavor cards look like, so it's real cool. And last but not least, the black box that has all sorts of shit. This has your fiends, your legendaries, and your item cards. So this is my little setup. We're gonna bring this review down to just this black box, and that's because this black box has a little bit of everything. So here's kind of one of most of the cards. The only thing missing is just a regular card, but that will be represented by these 3 as they all have the same backs. So here we go. Here's the back of them. Real cool. It's just like the real cards. So, just like the real ones. Now here's my first complaint, and this is so fucking minor, but it just kind of, I don't know. Alright, so you see, this is the back of the real card. Same back as the sleeve protector. Goes in bottom first, down, right? Makes sense? Alright, now here's my fucking issue with the flavor cards. Okay, so look at this. Say that we want to insert it the same way that those cards are, like that. You know, the way it fucking should be, the bottom end first. Slide that bitch right in there. And then look what we've got. we've got the fucking opening at the bottom, and that fucking pisses me off. I know it's so minor, but hey, once you get it in there really and you leave it in there much, you don't really ever notice. So I mean, hey, that's just a minor thing at first. But back to these sleeves. These sleeves are actually really good. Like I said, I don't like the matte back. We'll test whether or not that actually makes a difference, but for now, these sleeves are pretty damn cool. The only thing I did notice, and this doesn't even matter, it's just a little shout out, like you might need to know this. When I had them in the purple sleeves, I was able to fit much more into one of these deck boxes. So these sleeves, I don't know if they haven't really compressed or something because they're brand new, or whether or not they might actually take up more space. But you know, that's just the little complaints and whatnot. So they're really good sleeves. I really like them because, you know, you can keep everything separated and it feels authentic while keeping your cards protected. So that's the shit, that's what's up, and that's what I'm talking about. So next thing we're gonna go to is the actual test of how these things perform if I put them onto the game board just like they're supposed to be. Here we got, this is our piles the way it's supposed to be, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of surprised because I expected this shit to be flopping and sliding all over the place. But if you want to play, man, it's all good. Like, you ain't even gotta be like gentle with this shit. Like, none of this shit's even fucking falling. Like, look at that. Like the like it slides around, but it's not much. And if I'm gonna be honest, I think I remember the Pro deck actually sliding around a lot more than this and being kind of a bitch to play with. But these things, they stack nice. Like, you can have a nice little hand of them like it ain't shit. And if you saw that, I just had trouble grabbing it off the board because they're actually like, they don't slide as easy. So I mean, these things, yeah, they get my approval. They're kind of expensive, but hey, A, they're cool. B, they protect your shit so you can play with it. And C, like, they're great. They're kind of expensive, but they protect it, they're cool, they look the same, and they play better than Pro Deck, I'm not gonna lie. So it's kind of pricey coming in, you know, at 20 bucks. But here's the thing that I really had. Here was my biggest question. My question number one when I actually got this shit was, hey, is it gonna have enough to do my entire deck? And here's the truth about it. Flavor cards, it came down to the last one. Literally, they include just enough flavor cards. Now, here's the thing. I had my Gathering extra deck. I had the 3 cards, the Inner City Posse, Wizard of the Hood, and Blase Rose. I actually had 2 Blase Roses for some reason. Must have come from one of my other sets. So I had 4 extra cards that weren't in the base deck with what what the rest of you ninjas got when you ordered it off Psychopathic. So I had 4 extra cards on top of all this shit. And after doing that, I still had 6 of these empty things left. So you got plenty to do and cover your base set. Now, as for when the expansion comes out, you're kind of shit out of luck. But hey, that's for us to figure out when that shit happens. Maybe we gotta double up and buy another one. I mean, shit, you're probably gonna have to buy another one. I didn't buy mine from Psychopathic's website or anything. I actually went, the Detroit people know this shit, out in Garden City, one of the suburbs. I went to the store, Rock of Ages, and picked mine up for $19.99 plus tax. So that was expensive, and I really didn't want to spend that. But when it comes down to it, totally worth it. And I mean, if anything ever goes wrong, if any of these things start fucking up, I'm gonna be sure to post the update. Trust me, I'll be the first to post an update. But if you stayed this long, thanks for watching the video. I hope it was informative, and I hope it kind of helped you make your decision whether or not you actually want to buy these, or if you just want to stick with your Ultra Pro or whatever. But thanks for watching, man. I'll catch you later.